Welcome back to Wednesday night edition here of VH1's Music Talks. I'm Ken Taylor, and as part of the most successful duo in U.S. recording history, my guest today has a string of #1 hits spanning over 20 years that includes classics like, yeah, that's easy for me to say, Rich Girl, Kiss on My List, I Can't Go For That. Let's take a quick look. Entitled Soul Alone, guaranteed to give us more of that Philly soul that is truly his trademark. The one and only Daryl Hall, welcome to the show. What a pleasure this is,
nice
man.
to be here.
Definitely. I was just listening to some of those. That was the soundtrack of my childhood. I mean, that was stuff. In fact, I want to thank you for Sarah Smiles.
Hey, my pleasure, man.
That was, I mean, we all jumped out our shoes when we first heard that one. Now, how long has it been since your last solo effort?
I did one in 1985. Yeah. So, you know, it's a long time.
So, what sort of inspired you to come up with another? Was the first one a pleasurable experience working outside of the group? And
kind of the last one I did was I was so busy with John that I wanted to do something really different, and that's what that record was. I worked with Dave Stewart of the Eurythmics, and it was a very non-soul record, I guess you'd say, but now things are a little bit different. John and I are kind of doing this, and I just wanted to go back to my roots, do this kind of Philly thing, and bring it up to the modern world.
So how do you approach your work when you're working outside of the group?
Well, I really spent a long time putting a team together of people that I really felt that I could work with, and the whole project took about a year, and I worked with, I did a lot of writing with two guys in a group called The Family Stand, Peter Lord and Jeff Smith, and we co-produced it and co-wrote the song, so we just kind of made something out of nothing right in the studio, just kind of did it.
So when you were a Philadelphia, a young boy kind of growing up, did you know then that you wanted to get into music? Or was
I was always a musician. My parents were musicians, so I just kind of was raised with it.
Yeah, I kind of put it in the family tradition of, well, it's been very good. Were they shocked when you went ahead and...
No, they're happy about it. Oh yeah, they're very happy about it. Yeah. And no, they were never pushed me toward music, but they never pulled me away from it either, which is just let me do my thing.
Now this album is called, well, the first single is called In a Philly Mood.
I'm in a Philly mood, yeah.
What kind of mood is that? What is that?
Romantic mood, you know those Philly songs.
Is it a beefsteak mood?
A beefsteak mood, no, cheesesteak mood.
A cheesesteak mood? Yeah, right.
Not a cheesesteak mood, no. Much lighter than a cheesesteak.
Oh, I see, right. It's not a diuretic. This is something we've actually... All right, well, let's take a quick look at, this is Daryl Hall in a Philly kind of mood. Right back here. Definitely a good feeling.
It felt good to do it, man.
Yeah, you gotta have fun. Like, is it still fun? I mean, a passionate thing?
Yeah,
is it still
when you're working with the right people, it's fun, believe me.
Because you've been, I mean, it's been, what, almost 20 years?
Oh, yeah. It's been more than 20 years, to tell you the truth. I made records, in the late 60s, 68.
Late 60s you were making discs? You've probably seen a lot of changes.
Oh, yeah. The music business has changed completely since those days. Yeah.
Right. So how's your approach to the music? I mean, is it...
That hasn't really changed. I just do it. Just very natural. Just, well, with most of these songs, I just got in a room and just literally wrote the songs on the spot with Peter and Jeff.
Now, are you surprised that 20 years later or more, that you're still in the industry? Because, this industry can be very, very flash in the pan, very kind of...
I'm not really surprised because I just, I treat it like as a musician,
Each day.
And I don't really think that's, I mean, I would be a musician whether I was selling a lot of records or selling no records. It's just...
Gotcha.
Music is music.
It's what you do. It's your life. Now, with this, your approach to Soul Alone, was it a stylistic thing, or was it more lyrically based when you did this stuff?
Well, I think it was a little of both. It's conceptual. I mean, the music is all of a piece. It was all recorded around the same theme. It's a soul record, soul music, and lyrically, you got the old relationship story. Back and forth thing.
Right. See, in fact, it was really funny because with some of your music, it was like whenever I came out of a relationship, I couldn't play it because it was so real. It was like the pain I could not even begin to listen to. Now, you do a lot of commuting. Was that shot? That was shot in London. Correct?
Yeah, the video was shot in London, and London surprisingly looks a lot like Philadelphia.
Does it really?
Yeah. So I chose. There's a few outdoor scenes. I chose places that look kind of like. Is he in Philadelphia? Is he in London?
Right. Is the food?
The food's nothing like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
The food's good in London, though.
The food's
very good in London. Yeah.
Okay. Well, when we come back, we're gonna look at a classic video from Daryl Hall. I think it's wait, hang on a second. It is. Someone tell me what the video is.
One-on-one.
One-on-one. That's the name of the video. One-on-one is what we're gonna be looking at when we come back with Daryl Hall.